Well, joining me now is Kristen Welker from NBC's Meet the Press. Kristen, how do you think recent comments about former President Donald Trump's rhetoric from former Chief of Staff John Kelly and a new groping allegation from a former Sports Illustrated swim model against Mr. Trump is going to impact his campaign moving forward in this final stretch? And what kind of damage control do you think him and Senator J.D. Vance will have to do now?
Well, look, I do think the issue of General John Kelly is certainly front and center. As you know, he has come out. He said that he believes that Donald Trump is a fascist. And now Vice President Kamala Harris has really made this central to her closing argument. So I anticipate that you are going to see more of that in focus this coming Tuesday. She's going to give a speech at the Ellipse, of course, the same location where Trump spoke on January 6th. I'm told she's going to try to give a broader argument that Trump is a threat not just to democracy, but to individual freedoms as well, like reproductive rights. So we'll look to see specifically what she has to say in terms of that new allegation against former President Trump. Look, he has faced a number of allegations in the past. He's faced a number of court cases, and that so far has not seemed to hurt him. Of course, his campaign is on defense over this, but so far doesn't seem as though it's making a big difference in what is, frankly, Angelina, just a razor-tight race. In our latest CNBC poll, Trump leads Harris by 2 points, 48 to 46%. The great Steve Kornacki will be here to help us break down all of the numbers. Angelina.
I do want to talk about Senator Vance because you sat down with him. What did he say about his plans to balance his allegiance to the Constitution with his loyalty to former President Trump?
Well, it's a great question, Angelina. Look, he said that the two are not mutually exclusive. I asked him, though, if he puts the Constitution ahead of former President Trump. No clear answer there, notably. But he made the argument that, of course, his allegiance is to the Constitution. It's a significant question, though, because, of course, Trump's former Vice President, Mike Pence, believes that he was asked to put Trump over the Constitution on January 6th. So this is not a hypothetical question. This is something that really played out for former Vice President Mike Pence. So the answer from Senator J.D. Vance, significant that he would not make a commitment to the Constitution being above former President Trump. But again, trying to walk that very fine line, saying that the two are not mutually exclusive, Angelina.
And when we talk about Vice President Kamala Harris, both former First Lady Michelle Obama and singer Beyonce recently joined her on the campaign trail, urging people to get out and vote. Do you think the numbers that we're seeing are resonating with this message?
Well, look, when you have such a close election, having big names like former First Lady Michelle Obama, having big names like Barack Obama, Beyonce could potentially make a difference around the edges. As, by the way, could Republican former Congresswoman Liz Cheney. Can she help win over some of those disaffected Republican voters? I am told, talking to my Democratic sources right now, it is all hands on deck. So expect to see the biggest names in the party, her supporters, come out to make the case in these closing days, Angelina.
Kristen, always great having you on a Sunday. Meet the Press airs at 10 right after 11 Alive Weekend Morning News.